Wonder Woman versus Superman. It's one of those classic superhero debates, a question that's whispered in comic shops. It's debated on online forums and dramatized across the pages of countless comic books. But to answer it, we need to do a little digging. Krypton's last son raised under Earth's yellow sun, Diana of the Masira. Born of the gods, literally, depending on which comic you read. Raised as a warrior among Amazonian royalty, she's not just a fighter, but a living embodiment of truth and power. She's wrestled gods, subdued titans, and on more than one occasion, stood toe-to-toe with enemies that send even Superman scrambling. Strength? She's got it. Speed. Over the decades, Diana and Clark have clashed more than a few times. Sometimes it's the standard misunderstanding that ends with a handshake. In some, Wonder Woman defeats Superman outright, often because she's willing to do whatever it takes, while Clark hesitates. In others, Superman's raw power wins out, but only barely. Sometimes it's a full-on battle. In Justice League War, Diana smashes Superman into the pavement and holds her own for a prolonged fight. In Infinite Crisis, Superman wins a brief exchange, but only after Diana has been fighting other foes for hours. With centuries of martial training that Cavill's Clark Kent just doesn't have, she's outsmarted gods, crafted precise attacks, and most importantly, she never gives up. Superman, for all his alien might, sometimes holds back. In certain stories, Diana's single-minded resolve, fighting skills, and magical arsenal let her beat Superman. In the end, it's not about who's stronger on paper. It's about the scenario, the stakes, and the story being told. Diana, remember? Wonder Woman has stood up to gods, taken on Superman, and won. Maybe not every time, but enough that the debate is worth having. She knows when to cut loose. She flies with the best. Endurance, lifting strength, for example, is almost always his domain. He's moved planets, after all. What? Wonder Woman's strength is not far behind. She's lifted beings like Giganta, thrown armored vehicles, even temporarily held up the entire sky. She was built, actually sculpted, in some origin stories for it. A being whose strength shatters mountains and whose heat vision can level city blocks. Superman, aka Clark Kent, is too many, the definitive superhero. Superman's Achilles heel, besides kryptonite, is magic. Wonder Woman is imbued with it. Her weapons are magical. Her origin is magical. She's used the magical edge in battles against Clark before. Her sword can cut almost anything, and Superman isn't immune. He runs at the speed of light, bends steel with a thought, and more than once has pushed entire planets out of orbit. For every story of Superman bench-pressing the weight of the planet for 5 days straight, almost always, yes. Can he lift more? Punch harder? Endure more raw punishment? There's a panel of Wonder Woman hurling a tank as though it's a beach ball, or outfighting Hercules himself. Diana's iconic weaponry, the lasso of truth, her indestructible bracelets, her sword gives her more than just brawn. With centuries of combat experience, she's a tactician and a warrior in ways Superman, for all his raw power, is not. You almost want to ask, is anyone stronger? Let's start here. Superman needs no introduction. Enter Wonder Woman. Now, the question. Who's stronger? Superman is called the Man of Steel for a reason. In most comic universes, his power is portrayed as virtually limitless. He lifts buildings with a pinky. Nuclear explosions to him are a mild breeze. Comics are littered with panels of him performing feats so outlandish that they almost seem like exaggerations. Almost. On the surface, the answer seems simple. But comic books rarely operate in absolutes. Here's where it gets interesting. In head-to-head battles, the outcome is anything but certain. Then there are the what-if tales. Alternate timelines and parallel universes abound in DC Comics. Numbers. If you look to the official DC Power Rankings, Superman is often rated just slightly above Wonder Woman in brute force. Here's the catch, though. Strength isn't just about lifting weights. Diana is a warrior, forged in combat. Then there's magic. Take all of this together, and the answer becomes more nuanced. Is Superman physically stronger on a cosmic scale? Can Wonder Woman still win? Absolutely. Because strength in the world of superheroes is often a matter of heart, tactics, and willingness. So the next time you hear someone casually declare, Superman's the strongest, period. In the endless dance of DC's greatest champions, there's rarely a straightforward answer, just another epic clash awaiting its next chapter.